Greetings, it's Tegan from the Haunting Podcast. If you're brave enough, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss a single spooky episode. And now, back to the spooky and ooky. Hello, and welcome back to the Haunting Podcast. I'm your host, Tegan.
And I'm Jordan.
Oh, welcome back. Today we're doing North Carolina.
That's where my dad's from.
Which one?
The first one, I guess. Not a place, not really a state I care for. Been there once, don't care to go for again.
To be fair, I mean, yeah, you kind of got some trauma with that, don't you?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Trauma.
So that's why we're doing ghost stories, to fix everything.
Yeah, that's how you fix things, honey. That's
Indeed.
how you fix them. You read ghost stories and
is.
historical facts. Well, you're actually starting off today, aren't you?
I sure am. Should we get into it?
Yes. Let's go.
The USS North Carolina.
Ooh. Oh, a boat. That makes sense. You love boats.
We love boats here.
Well, you do.
I sure do.
It is a you thing.
It is. Imagine a battleship that not only survived Pearl Harbor and fought fiercely in the Pacific during World War II, but now stands as a museum and as a stage for restless spirits.
Ooh.
The USS North Carolina is a floating monument to valor and sacrifice, but it also harbors eerie legends of ghostly crew members whose tragic fates still echo within her steel corridors. Here are four of the most compelling hauntings aboard this historic vessel. Deep within the dim, cavernous confines of the boiler room, a place where light struggles to penetrate the heavy steam and shadow, visitors and crew alike have reported an unexpected and inexplicable scent of cigar smoke. This aroma is not linked to any current human activity, as the room has long been decommissioned for active use. Instead, many believe it is the lingering essence of the ship's long-departed chief engineer, a man who dedicated his life to keeping the engines of war running. Staff claim that while repairing aging equipment, tools sometimes vanish from their workstations.
That would piss me off. Like, so fast, it would piss me off.
It would piss me off, too,
Those
for
are
real.
expensive tools.
They are very expensive.
The ghost is just going to wander off with them.
Only to reappear hours later in locked compartments, as if guided by an unseen hand. Paranormal investigator Joshua Warren, in his book, Destination America, described the energy in the boiler room as thick with unresolved duty.
I still need to know if Joshua Warren is related to Ed and Lorraine Warren.
I mean, that's a legit question to ask. I don't think so, though.
Did they have kids?
Yeah, I mean, they had a daughter in the movies.
Well, the movies mean nothing to me, I'll be honest with you.
I'm sure it's based off of a real-life girl, I guess.
I'm going to look it up. I'm looking it up. I need to know. Oh my gosh, she is related to them. Joshua Warren was the grandson of Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Well, there we go. We have an answer.
It's like a family tradition. Ghost hunting and demon hunting.
A suggestion that the souls of those who served aboard the USS North Carolina remain tied to their posts, performing the tasks they could not complete in life.
Oh, that would also make me mad. Could you imagine being a ghost and having to continue
I
your
cannot
work?
imagine being a ghost. That'd be terrible.
Just right there. No, but also having to, like, do your job in death.
Yeah, sounds like hell to me.
That's terrible.
In the dark history of the ship, one of the most tragic events occurred in 1942, when a catastrophic explosion in Turret 2 claimed the lives of 3 brave sailors in an instant. Today, the sealed chamber of Turret 2 is not silent. Visitors have reported hearing muffled cries of fire echoing through the corridors, as if the terrible moment is being relived again and again.
Oh, that's also horrible.
I would hate that, yeah, because I would be like, wait a minute, is this real or fake this time?
Could you know my thing with fires, honey. Could you imagine if I was just like, someone's screaming fire?
Not good.
At a boat?
Even worse. Accounts from those on board describe a sensation of being pushed away from the old blast doors by invisible forces. Historian David Schlein, in Ghosts of the North Carolina Coast, notes a particularly chilling incident. A security guard resigned after witnessing a translucent figure clad in a 1940s uniform, one that stood vigil at midnight, its gaze fixed blankly on the river beyond. The phantom gunner's presence is a haunting reminder that the echoes of wartime tragedy still reverberate within the ship's iron hull. Perhaps the most heart-rending tale involves a young crewman who met a tragic end in 1943. According to legend, this boy drowned during a routine swim call, a duty that, under normal circumstances, should have been harmless. His untimely death left a mark on the ship's soul.
I would really like some more details on this particular story. Like, what exactly happened?
Maybe we could expand on it on a later date.
Maybe, because like this one really does like call my interest, because I know he was a young soldier, but how are you going to be a soldier on a ship that does a routine like swim call? What happened that day?
That's a good question.
Why did you drown?
It's a good question to ask.
So sad. He was just a child.
Over the decades, tour guides and staff have reported hearing soft, childlike laughter emanating from empty bunks deep within the vessel.
I need to know, though, because this says childlike laughter. How young was this soldier?
Well, in the 40s, people like 16, 17 would just lie about their age and sign up.
I mean, sure, but when I guess maybe this is just me, but when I hear childlike laughter, I think, like a 7-year-old and younger. I mean, a little older, but still like a 10-year-old tops.
No, I get you. In a 2018 episode of Ghost Adventures, investigators captured eerie electronic voice phenomenon, EVPs, featuring a small voice that whispered, "It's cold down here."
Oh no, that's so sad.
This ghostly, sorrowful sound is said to be an echo of a young life cut short, a spectral reminder of innocence lost amid the harsh realities of war. The USS North Carolina is more than just a relic of the past. It is a living repository of memories, both human and spectral. The ship's decks, corridors, and engine rooms tell stories of bravery, sacrifice, and also of lingering spirits who refuse to depart. Whether it is the chief engineer's determined duty, the phantom gunner's eternal watch, or the melancholy laughter of a drowned crewman, the evidence suggests that the souls of the departed still call this mighty battleship home.
Well, that child is going to just kind of linger with me for a little bit, mostly because I have questions that need to be answered.
Yeah, you and me both.
I need to know the age of this child, because this does not sound like a 16-year-old. That being said, our next story is the Brown Mountain Lights. It's in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, I used to live there.
Did you follow I didn't know this. We've been together for like 10 years and I did not know this.
Yeah, you didn't know about the Brown Mountain Lights?
No, I didn't know that you were in Appalachia.
West Virginia is in the middle of it.
I guess I just never put that together.
West Virginia is completely in the Appalachian.
I guess I just never put that together. But did you follow the rules of the Appalachian Mountains?
If it moves, shoot it, because yeah.
No, there were other rules. You didn't follow those rules, did you, Jordan?
What were the rules?
There's like ones, I could be wrong, but there were ones like, I can't actually think of any of them.
Midwesterners.
Don't answer the door if you hear something like calling your name. Or like it's got something to do with like voices calling. Something about not going, is there like a rule that you can't go outside at night or something?
No.
Okay, me and you are talking about like completely different, these are like the spiritual rules, I guess.
I mean, no one kind of gave a fuck.
They do on TikTok. Deep in the Appalachian foothills near Morganton, North Carolina, an unsolved mystery has captivated locals and scientists alike for generations. The elusive Brown Mountain Lights. These strange floating orbs have been observed gliding through the darkness since the time of the Cherokee, defying conventional explanations and straddling the line between science and folklore. For centuries, hikers and residents have reported eerie lights dancing along the ridges of the Brown Mountains. While some dismiss them as mere swamp gas or atmospheric anomalies, the phenomenon's persistence has fueled a myriad of theories. Even the U.S. government once tried to unravel the mystery. In 1913, President Theodore Roosevelt commissioned scientists to investigate the lights, only for them to leave with more questions than answers. Modern skeptics and believers alike must now don their hiking boots and a healthy dose of skepticism to chase these glow-in-the-dark phenomenon.
I'd chase it.
You would.
I would chase it.
You would.
No fear.
No fear. I would be like, that doesn't look like something I should touch.
Nope, it's fine. What's the worst that could happen?
One of the most haunting legends associated with the lights comes from Cherokee lore. According to ancient tales, a brave warrior and a gentle maiden fell in love and eloped deep into these woods, only to be tragically slaughtered by rival tribes or white people. To be fair, that does sound like something we did a lot of. Their doomed union left their souls internally intertwined. Oh, that's so cute and tragic and sad and just every emotion.
Very sad.
That's what would happen to us, honey.
Yes, it would.
We would just be intertwined forever.
We'd be like Pompeii.
No, that's another tragic one. That's horrible. Stop it. It is said that on quiet nights, 2 orbs of light, reminiscent of a pair of forlorn lovers, can be seen circling the mountain. Although, in 1922, geologist George Rogers Mansfield attributed the lights to swamp gas.
Lovely story.
It's always swamp gas. In 2019, Smithsonian article argued that no natural gas could mimic the complex, seemingly sentient movements of these lights. Another chilling tale dates back to the American Civil War. Legend has it that during a fierce battle, a Confederate soldier was decapitated by a stray cannonball.
Brutal. Very brutal.
Locals believe that his restless spirit now roams the ridges, lantern in hand, forever searching for his missing skull. Hikers have occasionally witnessed lights that morph into a silhouette of a soldier, sometimes accompanied by a faint, lingering odor of gunpowder. Appalachian State University Dr. Daniel Caton, a researcher who dedicated 30 years to studying these phenomena, remarks, "Some of these lights defy all logic. They seem to react to observers, leading credence to the idea that a spectral sentinel still guards these lands." A more sorrowful chapter of the Brown Mountain Lights is tied to a tragic event in the 1940s. Sarah Ventris, a local mother, drowned in the icy currents of the Lineville River, I take it back, while desperately searching for her lost child.
Oh, man.
I take it back. This is pretty sorrowful.
You kind of have to at that point.
Yeah. Ever since, campers and late-night wanderers have reported hearing anguished cries echoing through the darkness, followed by a soft blue glow skimming along the water's surface. That is horrible.
Pretty bad.
What has been these last couple of episodes?
Spooky.
Archival records from the Charlotte Observer in 1955 documents accounts of these eerie sounds, suggesting that the river might still hold the lingering sorrow of a grieving mother. The Brown Mountain Lights remain an enduring enigma, their origins as mysterious as the legends woven around them. Are these ethereal orbs the restless souls of doomed Cherokee lovers, the spectral lantern of a headless soldier, or the mourning mother who has lost hope? Despite decades of research by scientists like Dr. Daniel Caton, the lights continue to resist definitive explanation. As one researcher puts it, some mysteries resist dissection, leaving the Brown Mountain Lights to perform their celestial waltz, an inexplicable dance that reminds us that even in our modern age of technology, nature and legend still hold secrets beneath the dark Appalachian skies.
That's just creepy.
That is.
And sad.
I don't really have words for that one. That was
it's pretty.
It was a really sad one.
Here I'm thinking of like just creepy gas, but now like
just creepy gas, but not like Cherokee lovers and a sad mom.
The next story is the Omni Grove Park Inn. Imagine stepping into a ritzy 1913 resort in Asheville, where F. Scott Fitzgerald, one of my favorite authors, once partied and where the past still mingles with the present. The Omni Grove Park Inn is famed for its roaring fireplaces, breathtaking mountain views, and a particularly eerie legend centered on room 545.
Ooh, I kind of love it when there's just one room that like a hotel focuses on.
Here's a closer look at the ghostly tales that make this historic hotel a must-visit for both luxury seekers and paranormal enthusiasts. We're not visiting, if it's creepy enough.
It's like the next on the list from that Gettysburg Hotel.
Nope, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
But, honey, we can go up in the attic.
Nope.
Where they said all the, like, was it like bloodstains or something?
Nope.
Yeah, it's going on the list.
Moving on. In 1920, a young woman dressed in a pink evening gown leapt from the 5th floor balcony of the Omni Grove Park Inn. Although the hotel's records were swiftly scrubbed, whispers of her tragic fall persist. Guests claim that on quiet nights, they wake up to find icy fingers brushing through their hair or discover that the delicate canopy of their beds have been mysteriously torn.
Oh, wait, why torn?
Claws, I guess. You know the typical ghost stories that says like tear through curtains and stuff.
I mean, I get it, but if this young woman dressed in a pink evening gown, jumped. Where are the claws coming from?
Maybe her trying to catch her fall.
Oh, that's dark.
Many believe these unsettling signs are the work of the Pink Lady's vengeful spirit, a paradoxical figure who is as playful as she is sorrowful. Paranormal investigators Chip Coffey, featured on Kindred Spirits, described her as a paradox, playful yet sorrowful.
That's playful? Claws are playful? Is she a cat?
Maybe. Suggesting that her lingering presence might be a plea for justice or an inability to move on from her untimely demise.
It's so weird.
That's creepy. Not far behind the tragic tale of the Pink Lady is another spectral legend that haunts the corridors of the inn, the ghostly bellhop known as Charlie. Serving guests in the 1930s, Charlie was known for his impeccable service and for his mysterious habit of delivering forgotten luggage long after his time. Sounds convenient. I like him already.
Move on. It's okay, Charlie. You don't have to work anymore.
People lose their baggage, and it's always nice to have it returned somehow.
I mean, how long? It says long after he's, gone.
He's just dedicated.
It's okay to retire, Charlie. You've died. Move on.
In 2003, a couple reported that a man in a vintage uniform had left a suitcase in their room containing a 1934 newspaper and a ticket stub to the jazz club. Miraculously, these items had vanished by morning, leaving behind only a sense of uncanny nostalgia.
I would have taken it to a museum or something.
Yeah, me too. I would have kept that.
Yeah, that's not something that's just vanishing on me.
Karen Burns, in her book, Haunted Hotels of the South, recounts similar tales suggesting that Charlie's spirit continues to dutifully roam the inn, ensuring that the echoes of the past are never forgotten. The Omni Grove Park Inn's allure extends beyond its luxurious accommodations and historical significance. It's a place where glamour and tragedy intertwine. The spectral Pink Lady, with her ethereal presence, seems to embody the enduring spirit of the Jazz Age, a time of elegance and excess now forever shadowed by her untimely plunge. As Karen Burns notes, guests don't just check into room 545, they experience a place where every corner whispers secrets of the past. So that was the Omni Grove Inn. What do you think? Still want to go?
Yes.
I might go for the old ticket stubs and stuff.
You might go for Charlie?
I might go for Charlie. Charlie seems cool.
Charlie does seem cool. The Pink Lady, not so much. Only because I don't want to wake up with the canopy scratches.
I also don't want to get charged for destruction.
Oh yeah. Do you think that when people report that, they're just like, "Oop, you're gonna need to pay for that."
They might.
New canopy because the Pink Lady came and saw you. Well, everybody, I'll be doing the last story tonight. It's Lydia's Bridge. Ever picked up a hitchhiker who left more than just a spooky story?
No.
You don't pick up hitchhikers?
No.
Oh, I have.
Moving on.
I did when we first started dating, actually.
You. I'm scared of everything.
Yeah, he was at the laundromat. I drove him somewhere. I'm not scared of everything. I'm just scared of people.
So you pick up people, random people on your car.
It was one man. It was a man, too. Near Jamestown's infamous Lydia's Bridge, a rusted overpass with a sinister reputation, drivers claim to have encountered a spectral passenger that vanishes into the night.
These are my favorite stories. I love these bridge stories.
Always these stories. I do wonder, though, is it really sinister if the hitchhiker is vanishing and doing nothing to you?
Yeah, he's freaking me out. I could drive off the bridge freaking out. I would drive off the bridge for a bee.
He was, actually, yeah, sounds like you. Yeah.
They sting.
I like bees. According to local urban legend, a rain-soaked girl in a prom dress appears suddenly, only to disappear mid-ride, leaving behind a chilling reminder of a tragedy from the 1920s. Local lore tells of Lydia, a young woman on her way to prom who perished in a car crash alongside this very road. Despite the vivid legend, historian Michelle Ragener found no official records to verify her existence, raising questions about whether Lydia is a real person or a creation of folklore. Skeptics might dismiss her as a myth, but the legend persists. In 2008, a teenager recounted a baffling incident. After giving a ride to a mysterious hitchhiker, he later discovered that his jacket returned to him. mud-soaked and neatly folded on his porch. An account reported by Greenborough's News and Records that left locals whispering about the inexplicable nature of the encounter. Adding to the eerie atmosphere, the paranormal group Carolina Specters recorded an electric voice phenomenon, or EVP, captured a faint, forlorn whisper. I just want to go home.
Jesus, that freaked me out so much.
In 2020, a truck driver described hearing sobbing inside his cab just moments before the apparition of a young girl in a prom dress vanished from his passenger seat, as reported by the Jamestown Gazette. These ghostly encounters have given Lydia's Bridge an enduring reputation as a site where grief and mystery converge. Lydia's Bridge is more than just an urban legend. It's a phantom loop suspended in time. Whether Lydia is a lost soul mourning an untimely death, a cautionary tale spun from the collective memory of a community, or simply a phenomenon that defies explanation, her story continues to resonate. As Michelle Renegar muses, some ghosts exist because we need them to, suggesting that such legends may arise to help us make sense of inexplicable loss and lingering sorrow. So the next time you find yourself driving down a rain-slicked road near Jamestown, take a careful glance at your passenger seat. Who or what might be riding a shotgun?
Not a ghost, because then off the bridge.
Off the bridge, you're just going right away?
Off the bridge.
Right, just right off.
It'd be like the beginning of Beetlejuice, so it's appropriate that, there's Lydia in the name.
That actually does make a lot of sense. I do agree with what she's saying, though. Some ghost stories exist because we need them to. They're a lesson in life.
I don't need them to like make me second guess going over a bridge.
I mean, I second guess going over a bridge every day when I walk to work.
No, bridges are cool, but not when I get a passenger.
I mean, how many hitchhiking stories have we done or heard that are always
too
just
many?
Well, folks, that's it for us tonight. Have a good night and stay spooky.
Stay spooky, folks.